Hello, everyone. It's me, Troy Win, your favorite Vietnamese refugee. We also have Tanner the Tan Mansion, Jason Hung Chung, and Brady Burke, aka Bradonis. Welcome to the podcast, Brady.
What?
Wow, that was a very good
What
try.
did you call me?
The Berdonis. Brady,
Yeah,
why
I
don't you
like
why don't you tell everyone who you are for the second, because we don't know who you are at all.
Um, my name's Brady Burke.
Is that right? No, you didn't have to say your last name. Well, time to dox you.
I'm the. He just said all of our last names, anyways.
That's
Yeah, I
true.
did.
There's so many
Uh,
Jason Chungs out there, though.
I'm the only one still in college here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Should be graduating soon.
What,
Maybe.
what do you major in? Come on.
We should.
Is that all you got to say about yourself? My name is Brady, and I go to college.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of intro you want. Athletic training major. I want to go to PT school.
What a bitch.
Nice.
And any schools in mind, Brady?
UCF's my number one.
UF or UCF? Is that what you said?
UCF.
UCF. Home of the owls, right?
Yeah, they're like bird-like creatures.
Yes, owls. Okay.
Maybe something in Colorado.
Colorado.
So, are you gonna be massaging athletes' muscles?
Yeah, could you
Yeah.
tell us what PT is for those, uninformed?
Yeah, I'm ignorant.
I mean, it can involve some massage.
That's gay. But...
You can get certified in different massage techniques.
Keep talking. What type of techniques?
Okay, so basically,
And we're back. So Brady, why don't you tell us a little bit about what school is like for you now that you're reaching your last 2 semesters?
kind of the same as it's always been.
What has
except-
always
do you-
been? Huh? Are you
Do
not
you not feel anxious or anything now
the
that
the senioritis?
now that this phase of
I
your life
wasn't-
is coming to an end?
Definitely not anxious. I don't really want it to end, but at the same time, like I'm ready to leave Tallahassee.
Why? Why do you want to leave Tallahassee so bad?
It's too small.
It's too small.
Yeah, the city itself. I think if I was in like a bigger city, like if I was in Orlando or maybe even like Miami, like
Miami.
I'd probably just not want to graduate for a bit.
You're not from South Florida, right?
I am.
Could have sworn you're from Jacksonville.
Well,
Not
so I kind of felt how you did when I was going through my the fall of my senior year, where I wasn't really thinking about leaving or anything like that. So I didn't really feel anxious about it either. But I think as I got towards summer semester, towards the last couple months, I started thinking about it more and more, especially since I would be moving within 2 months. And I know Jason kind of felt it too, because he was leaving 1 month after graduation as well.
But yeah.
So I'm just saying you might want to be prepared for it, because it kind of does hit you.
I would say
when you have to say goodbye.
Yeah, don't regret anything. Don't do anything. Do all that you can while you're there.
Yeah, don't regret not doing anything,
Doing all
and
that I
also
can now.
You've
What
done
was
all
it?
that you can.
I've probably been doing all that I can for like.
But like hang out with your friends, be like grateful for like the time that you have left with them.
Yeah, no, I think that
slap
might
a couple people, just
What?
Yeah. Be
make
happy
sure you get
about
all
the be happy
no
of the
bad
ones you
blood.
won't ever have to see again. Be happy for those.
Toxic.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't be toxic.
I don't know, but I also know, like, unlike you guys, like, I'm not.
Bro, you're not like us. Look at our eyes, man. We're very different people here. Okay, go ahead.
You
I'll
can't
give you, I'll let
relate
you
to
do that
us one bit. I cannot
I feel
empathize.
It's different because you guys knew you were going like completely away.
Not
you guys know
necessarily.
you're going out of-
I mean, I didn't find out I was gonna move to Memphis until July 20.
Yeah, that's right. I remember that.
Oh no, end of June. My bad.
Yeah, and Troy didn't know where he was gonna go for a while.
A long
I-
time, my friends.
So, but you knew you were going to be going home first.
For Troy,
Me,
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, did you feel anxious? Do you remember?
Oh, yeah.
Definitely, because things were not, according to like what I had planned out for myself, and things didn't fall into plan until like November. So all the way from May to November, it was just like a big question mark of what's going to happen to me.
Yeah, and that shit can like make you depressed for a while.
Oh yeah, borderline depression
Yeah,
for sure.
cutting your wrist.
Yeah,
I
down
don't
the
know about
street.
It might be different for me because like
You're not,
I
yeah, because you're
know
not getting a job. You're going to grad school.
my next step is like pretty clearly lined out. Like
Yeah.
I'm going to school again. The only like uneasiness or like anxious part of it is like I don't know if I'm gonna end up in a gap year, which I think is already the case, which I've like already thought about, and I'm like, worst case scenario, I end up working at a gym as like a personal trainer or something, which like isn't even like a bad case. And like best case scenario, I end up in school, and then like middle of the road would be like I'm a physical therapy technician. So
How hard is it
Well-
to get into PT school?
um,
Would you say like right now? Have you been applying yet or no?
Yeah, I've already.
What are
seen
some of the baseline requirements? Do you have to do GRE? Do you have to have some sort of GPA?
Yeah, GRE, GPA minimums. Certain classes you have to have taken like prerequisites. So like a lot of the minimum for schools are 3.0 GPAs, 3.2 GPAs, and those are the minimums.
Oh, that's
and
not
then,
that bad.
yeah, averages are like 3.5s, 3.7s, 3.8. GRE scores are like minimum like 145 per section or 140 per section, and then like average is like 150, 155, and then writing is 3 or 4.
I don't really understand what any of those numbers mean because I never had to.
You have nothing to compare it to.
Yeah, I never had to like worry about taking the GRE, but to be honest, I don't think that
You're not.
Oh,
Are you,
the GRE's not really
I would never have wanted to take the GRE because after finishing college, like I was just super done with these like giant.
if you plan on getting a
exam
master's, I
templates.
thought you thought about getting a master's.
I think if I wanted to get my master's through the program that I wanted to do it, I don't think I would have had to have taken the GRE.
You would
because
have
of
to
my
take
GPA.
some entry level exam.
probably would have. I'd also say the GRE is actually pretty dumb.
Whoa.
And really,
Have you done practice
Bold statement.
GREs so far?
I've taken it.
Oh, okay.
The GRE is essentially like the SAT or the ACT.
Is it easier or as hard?
Like I would have done better on the GRE had I taken it as a senior in high school than had I taken it this year.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because even the
Mm.
essay they have you write is a 5-paragraph format.
Oh, that's hard. That's
your,
hard.
your intro paragraph, your 3
Body.
Did they ever teach you the hamburger method in elementary school? You have
Yeah.
like the two
Yeah.
buns and then you have the meat, the lettuce.
I got a
Okay.
5 on that FCAT exam.
On the
If you remember,
FCAT?
you remember taking the
Ooh.
FCAT.
I remember taking the FCAT.
I got-
But I wanted to go back to the fact that like I took a HR assessment exam for my work and everything, and we had to do like basic algebra and basic grammar things, and that shit was just wrecking me because I had forgotten all those how to do all those different things, just like converting word problems into equations and then being able to solve and stuff
Honestly,
like that.
the worst part of those exams is always the grammar writing thing for me.
Oh yeah,
I could
because
never-
I'm super bad with grammar. Yeah.
I don't understand where to put the comma. I just put it wherever the pause, wherever I
Wherever
think the
you
pause
feel like
is.
it.
I just say it in my head, and I'm like, the cat in the hat, comma.
That explains the way Jason talks sometimes.
What the fuck does that supposed to mean?
Who's that actor? Christopher Walken.
Christopher Walken. Yes.
Or no.
Or
The Star Trek guy.
the Star
right?
Trek guy.
Yeah, the Star Trek guy.
I'm
William Shatner.
William
William
Shatner.
Commas everywhere, wherever he pleases. He
Yeah,
pulls
he's
a
like,
Jason, and he gets paid millions for it.
So I'm just following the steps of my hero. You know,
Yeah,
Captain
William
Kirk.
Shatner.
Wait, what'd you say? William Katner or William Shatner?
William Shatner.
Shatner.
William Shatner. That could be like a cat meme or something.
James T. Kirk, you mean? Captain James T. Kirk of the USS Enterprise. I think that's what I forgot.
What was Chris? Oh, no, what's
Christopher
that guy?
Walken?
No. What's that guy from X-Men?
Matthew Ehrlich.
No. Fuck.
Which one? There's
the
so-
guy that called Xavier Jones the last time.
Oh,
Doc-
Captain Picard.
Oh, that's who he was. Okay,
He was
all right.
Captain Picard.
I never watched the Star Trek series.
I never
so
watched it
don't
either, but I just know some.
Udder.
Udder. English is not my first language.
Yeah.
My
so-
first one was actually baby speak.
Boo,
Oh.
boo, gaga.
Before
Did you say,
Baby Gaga.
did you say mama or dada first?
I said daddy,
Oh.
and then some weird things happened.
And I mean, well,
Alright.
it's kind of weird because like across other languages and everything too, it's mama. But I think apparently that's just the easiest mouth movement for babies to make.
Oh.
So that's why they like because in Chinese it's mama, right? Or something like that.
Oh,
And then-
fuck it. Oh, you're just
like,
assuming
I
my
mean, I
culture.
remember that was my first word too.
Wow,
Yeah.
see,
You remember?
Brady
and then
was
in
there.
Spanish it's mama.
I feel like the M sound is harder to say than the DA sound.
No, it's just
Ma-
It's just
Oh,
no.
Fun
Can I hear
fact, you can't relax your tongue.
You can't?
It's very relaxed right now.
No.
Is it though?
I'm very relaxed. Like but
Even the back of it?
I don't know, but it feels very relaxed. If I don't,
Wow. Why aren't all our tongues like super ripped then?
they are ripped.
Why don't we
It's pure-
swallow
it's
our
a pure
tongues?
muscle.
Why don't our tongues ever recede down our throat?
Are
Just
you
to like say,
are
some
you-
could fit more food in, you
are
know?
you dumb?
No, well, I'm saying like what prevents our tongue from receding down?
You know,
our
it's
throat?
attached to something.
You can see where
Oh,
it
right. Yeah. Okay. You're right.
You right, you right, you
God,
right.
what
Right, that makes a lot of sense.
It's just floating there in your mouth.
Isn't it a problem for like old people that they swallow their tongue or some shit like that?
Listen,
Oh,
yeah.
I only read that in child's
that I'm aware of.
fairy tales.
Like your epiglottis can get weak as
Yes,
you get older.
epiglottis. That's at the end of a story, right?
Is that that little oh no, that's your uvula.
No.
That's
Yeah.
You're thinking the
I
epiglottis.
read about that
is the thing
term.
that
This
That
is not the
box-
uvula. This is not the uvula.
Prevent things from going
I
down
see.
your trachea.
Ah, yes, the trachea.
Ah, the trachea.
I used to
Yes.
run trachea in high school.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay. I'm glad that Brady's here to laugh at Jason's jokes because now Troy
Yeah.
doesn't have to do the fake laugh.
Yeah, I can't do it anymore. I'm sorry.
I thought that was all right.
Really? Maybe I just like laughed too easy, but like I thought it was funny.
Thank you.
There you go. There you go.
Very good. Very
You
good.
can't
We
put
need-
all your eggs in one basket.
That's right. Everyone get a clap in the chat. So Brady, what are you doing this weekend?
We're going to EDC.
What's EDC? I'm sorry. Who's we?
You?
That's right. Pound it. Just slap my head out.
That was so fast. Brady's was so fast.
Let's see. Anthony 2,
No, you don't have to say their name.
Ida Tran,
Jesus, stop.
Just dox all of them. Just dox all of them. Go ahead.
Mimi Hun.
Oh my God.
Uh,
Oh, can we get
Michael
a special
Snow.
shout out for all these people?
Lisa.
Who are we gonna get doxxed by? All three of our listeners, which is
Listen,
Troy's
all
girlfriend.
three of them are Russian hackers.
Ethan Tong.
That's right.
I think that's everyone.
Have you ever been to a festival before?
I have. I've been to 2.
Which one?
What
Like, are they
what's your
big ones?
favorite festival? What's your
Um,
favorite music fest or music experience? Actually, I want to bring this up to everybody. What's your favorite concert? or
Let him answer my question first, and then we
Hey, how
can
about
go.
you eat ass, dude?
What? Okay, so I've been to
I
Big
have.
Guava and I've been to Rare Orlando.
I've never heard of either of these.
Okay, Big Guava is outside of Tampa.
Oh,
I think
dude, I wanted to go to Big Guava a couple years back because
we
Julian
were probably the
Casablancas.
same year then.
and the
Wait,
Voids
who did you
played.
want to see?
Julian Casablancas and the Voids.
Who the hell is that? Are they?
Julian
I was there
Casablancas
when
from the
Wizard
Strokes.
and Milky Chance and Passion Pit were there.
These
Oh
are-
dang!
these
I
do
heard
some
Passion Pit
weird-ass
live
names.
is not that great.
Really? They were my favorite live. Actually.
Really?
Wow.
Okay.
How would you
Milky
describe the
Chance was
experience?
boring as hell. This man held his guitar and just sang into the mic. That's it. Like never moved
Who?
around stage. Had no lights going. Nothing. It was the most boring thing I've ever seen in my life.
Who was that?
Milky Chance.
Oh.
I actually saw him by accident. I was at a I was at Shaky Knees up in Atlanta, and it's a music festival. And I went to watch Neutral Milk Hotel, and then like one over Milky Chance was playing, and I was like, oh, he's playing Stolen Dance, and then that was about it. And then I just went back to the other.
What a great story, Tan. Thank you very much for that story. So you had a question for everyone, actually.
Well, actually, everyone besides Jason. So,
Alright, so-
Troy, what was your favorite concert experience?
Oh, that wasn't my favorite, but yeah.
Oh, true.
Probably maybe the Run River North concert. in
Really?
Club
That,
Down
of,
Under.
of all time, that's
he
your
went up to you, right?
Yeah, ironically. Oh yeah, that was awesome. Wait, I forgot. I even forgot. Why did he go up to me?
See,
Or maybe no. I remember I grabbed his pick and gave it back to him because he dropped it.
Oh, that's what you did.
That's
yeah,
what
yeah.
happened. That's what happened. And I was like, I got to touch his pick, and then he put that pick in his mouth so he could like do some tapping. And I was like, ooh, I'm inside of his mouth.
oh,
Oh my god.
that's nasty. But at least
Yeah, I
you,
felt like I
you
was
were
one with
inside of
him.
him. You were inside of
I
him.
know. By the transitive property of algebra, I was inside of him.
Of algebra.
Did we play a set that year?
I think we did. I think we played before them.
What did we play?
I don't know.
Okay, but we ended up playing their song the next year. So
Yeah, I remember that. That was
So
cool.
that was your favorite concert of all time?
I mean, it's close. I liked a lot of performances there, and I can't recall them all, but probably something there. Because ironically enough, even though like music is such a big part of my life, I've never been to too many like concerts or like performances myself.
I would say so
I think
too.
my favorite was PJMT and watching them at Amped.
Ooh, thank you.
And if you guys don't know who PJMT is, there it is. Well, they were my favorite band at one point.
They
but
were
then
a local
broke up.
band, right?
Yeah,
We've
they
never
broke up like
Yeah.
pretty quickly. How long did they last? Does anybody know?
No.
I don't know if you guys know
PJMT.
PJMT.
It was PJMT started spring 2014 and
Yeah.
ended maybe 2.5 years after.
Sure, you
Why
seem
don't
to know a
why
lot
don't you
about
give a little
them.
bit of background about PJMT.
How do you know so much about PJMT?
Were you in PJMT, Tanner?
I was not. I am not the
No.
T in PJMT.
No.
Or was that
PJMT
true?
stands for Paul, May, John, and Troy. And before that, John joined late, so it was just PMT at one point.
PMT sounds a lot better, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
I don't even
NTP,
remember what we were
PMT.
called at first, actually. I don't think we were PMT at first. I think we only switched to that name once John joined.
PMT. You switched to PMT after John joined.
No, like P.
Did John break off from the band and start Trash Cat?
No.
I did.
You're
anything, I was
you're
gonna
the
say, if anything,
founder.
Troy did.
You're the founder of Trash Cat.
Yes. Yes.
What is Trash
I
Cat?
gathered up all the trash cats together out of the dumpsters, and then we made music together.
You know, that's honestly the greatest story I've ever heard.
That's not the story I heard, though.
What's the story you heard?
What's
I heard there was a cat outside of Theo's apartment by the dumpster.
Well,
That's
that's
how the name came.
that is the story. That's the story as well. There's a lot of ways to interpret it.
yeah. It's like the Bible. It's not
like the
ne-
Bible.
Yeah, so many different interpretations. One's literal, some are more like allegories or stories.
Give us a literal translation, Jason, and then
Jason?
give us an allegory.
What's an
Jason.
who's Jason? What do you ask? Wait, Vic,
Done.
what did you ask? I
Done.
have to think of an answer. Well, tell us more about Trash
Give
Cat.
us
Yep.
a literal translation,
Of what?
and then give us a allegory.
Well, I don't have any of these, these old text in front of me, so I can't really translate them. Nor do I have the capability to. I've never went to school for this.
Well, so I
You're
guess
probably one of the best
or it would be
teachers I
Jesus.
know. I feel like you could just make something.
I would never. I could never make something up in my life. I am an honest truth teller, as said by my brother Jared.
Okay.
from Subway.
No, Jared is not from Subway. He's a monk in the Lutheran Church in England.
Is that where he went?
Yeah, that's where he went after high school, and
After
then
his fiasco.
they had
Wow.
to. He did the whole shaved head thing where they just leave that, or they just shave that and leave this.
I thought they
Did
just
you use
shaved
that
one line
shaved
down the
head,
middle.
Jason?
I did have a shaved head. There's
I
something.
thought they shaved it into an arrow.
Well, yeah, and then they have like a. It's
The
like
dots?
they dye it blue,
Oh.
and then they are able to summon air for some reason. It's
What happened to you? Why wouldn't you have taken that route if you could have? If he's your brother, doesn't that mean that you're also a monk?
no. There's only one allowed in at a time.
Oh,
So like whenever he dies, there will be a new reincarnation of him.
Wow.
okay.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
you're
So,
just
but
unlucky.
he may not. The next one could not even be a guy who messes with air. He could be a fire guy.
So there's multiple people out here with different
Yeah, the different
elemental
elements of
powers.
life. So like air, water, fire, and earth.
Wow. I guess life really is all those four things, just put in different ways.
That's right. And
I
that's
didn't really think about
my
that.
What
brother.
about metal?
Metal is earth.
Oh.
Oh.
I mean, now that you put it like that, I guess it is.
I mean, they made a whole documentary of like of this. It's called
Of the lineage.
of the lineage. It might be on Netflix, but it's called Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Isn't that by James Cameron?
James Cameron? No, it was James. What's his name? It was James something, but he did do a bunch of previous documentaries that were like highly acclaimed, earned many global.
So did the blue people? Okay, so do they when you're the avatar, do you like evolve into blue people, and then that's like the line on your forehead just envelops your whole body?
No,
And then you
no,
just
no, no,
become-
no. So the arrow on your head actually comes from the tail, because like you know how humans descended from
From
apes. Apes had tails, actually, if you
Oh,
didn't
true.
know. And as we kind of evolved into these
Just
creatures,
wrapped around their spine, up onto their
yeah, it got. You know,
forehead?
you ever seen like fat people when they sit on toilets for too long, they kind of get enveloped into the toilet seat. That's what happened to the tail. The tail.
I
Yeah,
don't
I
think
see it
I've
all the
watched a
time.
fat person.
I see it all the time.
I've seen it. I've witnessed a fat person get enveloped by a toilet. It's a very.
Wouldn't they envelop the toilet?
No, the toilet gets, attached to their skin, and then they have to bring the fire department. It's a very disgusting fiasco.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
first-hand experience.
Yes.
Were you the toilet?
You think someone was just shitting inside of me for like 10 years?
You look like it, brother.
What do you call it? What do you mean?
What are you trying to say?
What are you trying to say
Sorry,
about
no,
brother?
I'm trying to say
What,
nothing.
what does brother mean?
Sorry, brother.
Are you assuming my
Anyways.
urban descent?
No one said anything about urban descent.
You calling me brother, and when you said it in a very urban
You
way,
just called Jared your brother.
yeah, but Jared is my brother. I'm not your brother, so when you call me brother and then say it in a very, urban way, it makes me assume that you're assuming my socioeconomic level,
All right.
Oh gosh.
and it's very bigoted of you.
Speaking of which, did you guys pay attention to the results from last night?
Barely at all.
No. Could you say a high level, summary?
Well, I know that the Democrat of Wisconsin won, which was like he overturned like a three. Well, there was this Republican that was running for his third term as governor of Wisconsin,
Wow.
and I think he lost by such a small margin, and so now he's trying to do a recount.
Tim, did you vote?
I did not vote in the state of Wisconsin because.
Oh, but you voted in Florida.
Well, I mean, we already talked about this last time.
No, I
didn't
just
know
want
not
to,
vote.
but I want to ask everyone, since maybe things have changed in the last week or so.
How would they have changed in the
Viewers
last?
want to hear this again?
Oh, but Brady, have you voted?
I'll probably never vote.
Really? Why wouldn't you?
Pound it, brother. Give me that rational ignorance. That's right.
It's because he has no care.
I kind of have two reasons. I think so. Like, I think I would probably prefer a society that falls on either end of the like far spectrum, to where either I want like complete like government fucking takeover of my life, or I want none at all.
Okay.
Okay,
so,
that sounds
for that
very
reason,
dangerous.
I
but-
know like most of society doesn't want that, so I feel like as some kind of weird moral obligation, I just like shouldn't bother voting. And then
What the fuck, bro? I don't know.
That's very interesting.
What-
I've never heard that before.
Yeah, I don't
like
know how
that.
you're rationalizing that in your head, but
Yeah, it doesn't really make much sense to me.
And then I also don't feel like you should vote unless you know like entirely what you're voting for. Like,
I can agree
There's
with
so
that.
Much, there's so much emotional voting going out there based on like one little headline in the news, right?
Is
But
Troy
I think
cutting
to
out?
actually vote,
Yeah.
like I
yeah,
agree with Brady.
if I had to vote right now, I would have voted for like Andrew Gillum just because like I don't fucking know, to be
Yeah,
honest.
it would take. It actually
Well,
takes.
I mean, I
quite
think
research.
it is your
That would've been my
responsibility
entire-
as a participant in this society to pay attention or at least do a little bit.
We
of
can
reading
only
and then make-
hope for that, but it's never.
I
that
understand that we can only hope for that, but you can also do your part. You can hope that other people will do their part, but you yourself can do your part. So I think that you should have at least done a little bit of research. It doesn't have to be, and I understand like it's either you do all of your research or
Or
you
do nothing.
something like that. But I do believe that at least if you make an attempt to educate yourself and do what you can, then you can't be blamed for voting the way that you do, as long as you actually put in a decent amount of effort. And you voting is better than you not voting. Is what I do.
Oh.
So why
I
didn't
mean,
you vote?
I don't disagree with you. It's just like personally for myself, like, and I'm not going to give someone shit if they don't do all their research. But
Mhm.
like, I just wouldn't want to vote if I don't
Yeah.
know.
I personally
that's
cannot
fair.
vote unless I do a ton of research, and I'm not willing to do all that research.
like,
because-
My personality is kind of like all or nothing. So I also know like I would probably
Yeah.
end up being one of the people campaigning for whoever.
You would
If
be a
You don't have
campaigner.
to do that, man. You
Yeah,
can
it's-
just, you can
it's
just
not
vote
that
and like be
hard.
chill, man.
I know, but like knowing me, like that's how it end up.
Yeah, so if you actually want to make a difference, that all the way route might do something.
Man, he's like
Back
saying
to,
exactly
like,
what you
how
were
I
saying
kind
last
of
time.
all or
Yeah,
nothing.
he's saying pretty
Yeah.
much what I was saying last.
Mm.
I'm either gonna do all this and this and this, or just relax at home, not bother driving and waiting and research.
It doesn't take that long to vote,
Yeah, it doesn't, especially with an
That's
absentee
insane.
ballot.
huh?
I mean, you can vote from home.
I'm not saying.
You can vote from
I'm
home.
not arguing with you, Brady.
Oh.
I was just saying, giving a point for everyone. You think I was just attacking you specifically?
I feel attacked.
Yeah.
Fucking snowflakes in this chat.
So did you
But
vote, Jason?
who was what's the name of the governor?
Ron DeSantis.
Ron DeSantis.
That guy
You
is
guys know
so
any of his,
fucking
like,
weird.
platforms?
Huh?
Do you guys know any of his like his
I don't know his policies. I just
DeSantis?
seen his commercial, and it's
This is the first time I've ever heard this guy's name.
this guy's commercial. It was so fucking dumb. He was at home, and he was just basically mimicking Trump to his like
Oh.
family, and he's just like
Oh,
he was
I
reading
heard about that.
he was reading the art of the deal.
Art of the deal.
Art of the deal to his baby as it goes to bed, and teaching it how to build a wall with like Lego blocks or shit. Look at Brady
And he
setting a
won?
snap,
And he fucking won, dude. That
and he
shit's so
won.
fucking
It's so
funny.
surprising, and I'm like, wow. I didn't vote so fuck
That's
it.
crazy. I
It's
mean,
insane,
if
man.
if that was like a huge reason why he won, Gary. I guess what I'm trying to say is like so many people dislike Trump, right? But I guess they would totally love that guy because he made fun of him.
No,
But at
this
the
guy,
end of the
he
day,
wasn't
it's
making
the
fun
same
of him.
thing.
He
It
was,
was like it was more like an homage.
yeah,
dude.
he was,
Oh, it was an honor.
yes,
Yeah.
it was an, he did this
Yeah,
in
dude,
honor.
that shit's cringy, man. Like, how do you fucking you see that and you're like, yeah, dude, I want that guy.
Yo.
He was basically saying, if you like Trump as a president, you'll like me as a governor because I'm exactly like Trump.
Oh, I thought I was making fun of him. Okay.
No,
Wow.
nah,
This
dog.
is juicy. You know, politics is just juicy.
Oh, yeah, it's like a
Drama,
big
dude.
meaty
It's like
steak.
This is like Game of Thrones. It's Game of
but IRL.
but IRL.
Yeah, which makes it even sadder, unfortunately.
Well,
But
Does it really?
good thing we don't live in Florida. Am I right, boys?
Am I right?
Fuck it, dude.
Wait, what does living in Florida have to do with anything?
Because he's the president. He's the governor of
he's
Florida.
the president of Florida.
President.
When Florida finally secedes, he'll be.
the DeSantis guy?
Oh, flex it. Flex it.
Flex it.
Yeah, the DeSantis guy.
The Santis.
The Santa Claus.
The Santa Claus. Oh my god! If he makes that like a
He
clause
should
like
have
that,
ran on that as his main campaign.
I'm trying.
Okay, that
Which- which-
almost made me vote. That almost made me vote. Yeah.
we're trying to bring in the Santa Claus, and it's just like a.
They're like voter participation is through the roof.
You know the difference was
It was like
50,000
50,000 votes.
it's literally 49.7% of Florida versus 49.1.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Oh.
and Gillum conceded too.
Well, of
But-
course, he conceded.
Conceded.
Well,
Conceded means
what I-
admitting defeat. Like, hey, it's over.
But what I was talking about earlier about the governor of Wisconsin, the guy that lost, the Republican,
Oh,
he,
he
didn't
didn't
concede. He's going for a recount.
I order
So-
a recount.
How often do recounts change the results in a significant way?
Very rarely, but very
Yeah.
rare.
But he's trying.
It's
okay.
possible. It's very.
I think what I was reading was that he actually won back in, I don't remember, I think it's like his first term, this Republican governor won through a recount or something like that.
Oh,
So maybe he was
Wow.
maybe he's trying his luck again or something like that. I don't know.
second time's a charm.
Yeah.
That's 2 out of 3. Am I right?
2 out of 3. Yeah.
Fuck out my face, boy.
But yeah, I don't know. But I don't pay that much attention to Wisconsin politics, so I don't really know.
Well, you
But I
should
did
as
read
a
the
Wisconsinite.
I did read the amendments in Florida, and I thought some of that shit was whack. I don't know if I talked about
Which
it
one?
on here.
Was it the felon one that you saw?
Not that. I mean, it was just I read all of them, and I thought it was super. I thought it was just ridiculous how they combine packages of laws that they want.
That's
to
called
pass. They
pork.
completely
Do you know what
unrelated.
pork is? That's called pork.
Yeah, well, that's fucked, bro.
Pork.
It's fucked up.
Pork is like people
never heard of it.
adding on extra things to like bigger bills. So like this is the No Child Left Behind amendment, and it's for making sure kids go to school and they are all funded. But then in like the fine print, it says also we give $200,000 to the city of Pembroke Pines to build a bridge.
Oh, that's pork.
Yeah, but the thing is that
Yeah.
this wasn't subtle. It was like in the title of the bill, and they were just like completely unrelated. It was like, yeah, we want to lower taxes and then also allow anybody to build a casino. Like that was straight up one of the laws. It was like,
Oh, wow.
what is this? What do these things have to do with each other? Maybe I just don't understand enough about it, but like
No,
it
apparently
was a
not.
lot of those bills.
Maybe you should practice rational ignorance like me.
Yeah.
You always have to research everything. Make a
You
right
should make decisions about the place that you live, because then you should be an active participant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
That's
you
it.
can just like move somewhere you would want to go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's just
That's
I
just
don't know.
that's just
Yeah.
being careless. You're just being a coward, running away from your troubles, like me, running the Tennessee.
I mean, you're not doing anything to make society a better place. You're just going to the place where it's nicer until you let that go to shit, and then you just move on to the next place until you let that go to shit.
we
and you
wait
just-
for a new city to get gentrified, and then we move there.
All right, wild idea. All the people that have like similar thoughts go to the same place.
That sounds racist.
Oh, shoot.
That sounds
What?
very racist.
Why is that
Yeah,
racist?
I think that Texas tried to do that. and I don't know if
Eventually,
we wanna
you're
let
gonna
Texas
move
do that.
all Asians to California and move all black people
I
to
didn't say we're
Mississippi.
forcibly moving anyone.
It sounds like you're trying to force.
Let's take Asheville. Let's
Yeah,
say,
but dude, nobody is completely like-minded. Like even all the people that are like-minded have like fundamental differences between them. You know, and that's the whole like thing about these like two parties. Like everybody within these parties can be very like-minded, but like I'm not gonna vote Democrat every single time just because I'm like-minded with most of their ideals. There's things that I'm fundamentally different than what they believe in. So you can't just find a perfect collection of people that are just gonna want to be like, yeah, let's all live together and do this whole thing. I mean, that's what America is, right? Everybody just left Europe, came here, and they're like, yeah, we'll just bring all the like-minded people here that want to live here. And now we're like,
Is that a fact? Did you read that in a textbook?
yeah,
So we're back where we started. This
yeah,
is
we're
the,
right back where we started.
I
this is
fr-
the New Britain.
Yeah, this is the new.
I know where Jason's going.
I've literally had nothing to go on.
Oh.
Oh. I know where Jason's going. Nowhere.
There's no.
I thought you were gonna go like a lot of those people didn't choose to come here.
Oh, that is also true, but they're not from
Oh.
Britain.
I mean, some of them are.
I'm sure, yeah, some of like the kids. But
About
Brady's
Irish.
talking about a certain color people.
Mm.
No,
who
the
are-
Irish
wait.
got here too.
Who listen, Irish people are not considered real people.
I wouldn't. Were the Irish
Yeah.
brought here, or did they choose to come here?
The Irish
I-
were a hated bunch until like maybe the mid.
I mean, they were hated there, and they were hated here too.
Yeah, so they were all.
So I'm wondering if they were
They're
brought
Irish,
here, if they chose to
yeah.
come here.
I mean, some of them were kind of
I'm
like.
sure they were treated immensely better, but
Some of them were treated worse than like the Chinese and the blacks.
Oh my.
I don't know about that.
No, it's
I
true.
don't know about
there-
worse than Chinese and
There,
blacks.
sometimes yes, there were sign.
He's saying some, not overall.
There were some. I think there was a picture of a sign of it at a storefront that was like, something like, blacks can apply, Chinese can apply, Irish need not apply. So
Yeah.
I've never
Well,
seen.
maybe that
anything
means
like that.
they'll get the job no matter what. They're like, don't even
clear.
lie. You're already accepted.
Oh, the Irish, come on in.
Just come in. Just come in.
Listen, the Irish people are a weak people. They
Oh, bro.
They failed.
No, let him finish. Let him finish.
They failed during a famine of potatoes.
What do you mean? They survived the famine of potatoes.
No, they didn't.
Why do you think they're still alive now?
It's called a famine for a reason. They
I
died.
mean, well, what if 9 million people died out of 10 million? Consider that a success?
Yeah, but I mean, it's still surviving.
That is not a success.
So you're saying even if there's one human left out of 10 million?
That's what surviving means, my guy.
But that's not
But it's a
excelling. You're
success.
not excelling at it.
That's like
You were
if
just-
an atomic bomb dropped, right? If an atomic bomb dropped and you made it out alive, would you say that you died or that you survived?
Okay, if you
No,
took
no,
if
I'm
you
not
took a
saying
class and you got a 70% on it, just enough to pass, is that you? Are you
You survived
succeeding?
the class. Okay, the point I'm trying to make is that they made it through.
Yeah,
They
but
might have, you know,
but they
came
didn't
out a little
excel.
bit.
They didn't excel.
How the fuck are you gonna excel off potatoes, man?
That's
Tell
what
me.
I'm saying. Why did they depend on potatoes, Brady?
Potatoes are actually pretty nutrient dense.
No, but why did they only depend on potatoes?
Because
Why did
the
they only
land
depend
wasn't.
on potatoes?
That's what the whole famine was. The famine was that, oh, now all the potatoes are gone and we have nothing else to eat.
That's kind of like asking why there's so much rice grown in like
That's
Asia.
racist. So you need to take
It
that back.
grows well, and it's like what was available.
Take that back.
There was a potato famine because I think it was a bacteria
I don't remember a rice famine.
that actually like killed off the potatoes. I ignored what you were saying, but
We are the definition of success.
because there's no rice famine.
I have never
You
heard
ever
of
hear
a
about
rice
rice famine? And even if one happened, only like one casualty would have.
Yeah. Because
Yeah, we have dogs to supplement our diet.
there's so many other we have so many avenues of
Dogs,
foods to
cats, rats.
Jason has a dog right now, ready.
just
if a
in
famine
case, just
happens.
in case that rice in the cupboard disappears.
Yeah. We got Theo.
He's been breeding him for fucking 2 years now,
Just
just in case.
Yeah, he's been feeding Theo a lot of fat lately.
Mhm.
Like,
and you could kind of notice like my rice like levels are kind of dwindling as
Yes,
Theo gets
I see.
mm.
Is that an inverse
Yeah.
report?
a relationship.
Correlate.
As Theo gets fatter, my rice levels like dwindle. So it's like
Okay.
It's about that.
it's about that time.
That's some good backup emergency food. Would you say you're with your family and it was
wish.
like an apocalypse, who would you eat and kill first?
My
out of your
father.
Oh,
family?
yeah, he's already lived his life.
Yeah, he
Just straight
lived.
up?
He lived his life.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna eat like the one that tastes better. I would just eat the one that would give the some nutrients.
Which one do you think would taste the best?
The youngest,
The youngest?
the supple flesh.
So your little
The
sister.
meat is more
Tender.
more tender. It's
The
like,
one-
it's
the
like
one-
a
Eat your
veal.
little sister. For
Yes,
taste.
because she also doesn't work out. So like I imagine
Perfect.
Perfect. I
Is
imagine
that it makes it
yeah.
okay.
You know how like when you eat a
Don't
cat.
they massage cows though? Don't they
No,
massage cows
when
to
you
make
eat
them more
veal, like the best part of a cow is where like they don't actually have movement. So like the filet mignon is because they can't move, so it's really tender and fat.
Oh, okay.
You don't want to eat a muscular person if you were a cannibal.
Yeah, because that gets really dry and nasty.
Yeah.
I see.
Listen, I've done my research on how to eat people.
Yeah.
Come on, give me a break.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's why you leave Theo locked up in the room so he can't move around too much.
I tie his legs together so he falls over every day.
And you hang him upside down like a spit roast.
Trying to get
Just
like
to get all the blood drained to
get
one
some
area.
more fat
Oh.
into him. Yes. And I don't want to I don't want to get him to gain muscle, so I don't work him out at all.
Well, I guess Troy
This is
could
not a
feast for a
joke.
while because he's got so many sisters to eat from.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I have a lot of family members. I think I'd be okay.
Yeah, you
I'd
survive
be
for
okay.
it.
Brady,
What
would you
about
eat your,
you, Brady?
Yeah, would you eat your parents or your sister?
Me?
No, Brady.
Oh, Brady.
I'd honestly probably like see who just dies first, and then eat.
Oh, that's
like,
nasty.
Dang.
But wait, but like, hold on, but wait. I mean, you're probably gonna starve too. You know? Are you okay just starving to death? before
Are you
having
okay with your parent? What if your parents decide quicker than you
Oh.
and they choose you? It's eat or be eaten, Brady.
Well, family is no longer family
Yeah, no. It's like North
I have
Korea
no
shit.
idea what I do, to be honest.
Wow.
until it happens.
Okay,
Yeah.
time to have an experiment.
I'd also imagine like out of my immediate family. Actually, you can throw all my cousins and uncles in there too. Like I would be the most fit.
No, but you
Oh,
don't want
that's-
you don't want to eat the fit person. I told you. Or did you not hear my?
No, but I'm
that's
saying,
what I was saying.
I wouldn't be the first one down anyway. So like,
Oh, but
He can beat all of them. He won't
Yeah.
die.
yeah, but what if they all gang up on you and eat you?
Oh shoot.
Remember,
Well,
I
then
said
they'll be
eat or
very
be eat.
disappointed with a very dry meal.
Yeah,
They'll be like, "Damn it, we should have killed
according to Troy, I'd be too muscular, too
Yeah.
chew.
Too muscular to chew. You don't want that.
Yeah, it's very chewy.
Well, you know what? You know what? Yeah, they could smoke them like beef jerky, or just like
How much time do you think they have?
Well, they'd start early, obviously, before his muscles.
before they
Sunrise.
even get
Before
hungry.
sunrise.
Before they
at
get
a fire
hungry.
pit
You
at
gotta
sunrise.
prepare, man. You
They
gotta
they prepared even before the apocalypse happened.
While I'm still alive, they're smoking me.
Yeah, they're like, what can we do with Brady?
Oh.
Oh, they skin you too, make some clothing out of you.
Oh my
Um,
gosh.
No,
My
I
new
mean, they
Brady
could just
hoodie.
they could use his skin as like a chicharron.
Ah,
Oh,
and just crispy
Yeah.
Brady skin. I feel like it's very dry and flaky.
oh my god. I hear
Beef
from a lot of
Brady.
police stories. I hear from a lot of police stories that the smell of burning flesh smells so bad. Like
I
burning
thought you were
human
about to say
flesh.
really good.
No. It smells incredibly horrible, and people will just vomit at
Hey,
the
speak
slightest
for
smell.
yourself, man.
I think I've heard that too.
Have
Yeah,
you
I've heard
smelled burning hair though?
I mean,
that shit smells
have.
awful.
how is
Yeah,
hair?
and so imagine burning flesh. It's probably like
Yeah, it's gotta be so much worse.
I mean, have you
What's
smelled burnt
funny,
chicken? What?
So like, dead bodies, they soak in formaldehyde and like a few other things.
Mm-hmm.
uh-huh.
That chemical formaldehyde will sometimes make certain people extremely hungry. So like sometimes when like anatomy students, when like a dead body gets rolled out or like a body part or something, and they start
Salad.
smelling it, they all of a sudden get really hungry because of this now dead body in front of them.
And then
Oh,
that's all they.
pussy.
Then that's all they have in front of them. So
Yeah.
some of them can't resist.
Yeah. It's it's already there.
It's
They just bring like one of those portable burners with them and like a flat iron.
board.
That's-
An air fryer.
if you notice,
Air
they
fryer.
always have a microwave in
An
the.
air fryer, yeah. Jason, would you air fry one of your relatives?
I mean,
You have-
I don't know if my air fryer is able to like hold that size.
You have to chop them up.
Yeah, I gotta chop them up.
So you would.
I mean, yeah.
If I have to.
The point
It's the way of the future.
it's not about.
What
What
kind
I-
of seasoning are we talking? Sauce?
It's not about would
Soy sauce.
I chop up my family and put them in an air fryer. Is how am I gonna chop them
I
up?
like
and
that.
put
You're
them
hired.
I mean, I would use like a basic like Asian seasoning, like sesame oil, salt,
Five
pepper.
spice.
Yes, 5 spice and soy sauce. Put them in
But
an air fryer, kind of marinate them a couple
those
days.
Chinese people, they already eat so much of that. It's already ingrained in their blood.
Mhm.
So you could just
So, like,
sprinkle their
the-
blood.
Yeah, no seasoning needed.
Yeah.
If you were to go in a
Pre-seasoned.
white person, would you use Asian seasoning? Would you throw on some?
Oh, I would never submit myself to eating a white person.
That's like eating chicken breast, man.
No, it's
You
not
have
even. It's
to-
worse than.
yeah.
It's like going out and finding dirt and putting it in my mouth. Because
I don't know.
So you'd rather die.
I'd rather die than eat a white person.
All right.
They don't have enough nutrients or flavor in them.
Said
Or
the
enough culture.
aesthetics.
What do you?
I met this girl that tried this sriracha mac and cheese, one of those microwavable mac and cheeses.
No,
Uh-huh.
that was the first
It was
mistake.
too hot for her, and I was like, "What the fuck? This is like
Oh.
sriracha."
Listen,
Just
I
mac
know
and cheese.
people who can't handle like pepper or something.
Black pepper, some salt.
Yeah. Ooh, Brady, how?
Oh my god.
But some-
How do you do with salt?
Yeah.
All right, does it burn? Does it
Is it
does
too salty? Too flavorful?
Does it upset your stomach?
Brady, do you just plop the chicken breast on the pan with nothing on it? Be honest.
You know,
Don't lie.
I'm not gonna lie. I've done that before, but that was the first time I cooked, and I didn't know what I was doing. And it
All right, that's fine then. That's fine. You were just ignorant. All right, that's fine.
But Brady's just doing it on purpose.
Yeah, because that's how he was raised. Am I right? Am I right?
Brady, you're shaking your head as no, but I'm kind of sensing you mean yes.
Your body says yes.
No, I know answering these questions isn't gonna help because you aren't gonna believe me.
No, it's
Wow.
not. You're
Wow.
not trying to
No, no, no.
convince me.
This
you're
is
trying to
a
convince
free
everyone.
thinking zone. You know,
This is a safe zone for Brady's
Safe
and
zone.
Brady likes.
My parents never cooked. I taught myself how to cook in college.
Ooh,
I used all kinds of seasoning.
Wow.
yeah,
Wait, so if your parents didn't cook, what would you eat?
yeah.
Just like
The
frozen
Auschwitz
meat.
diet, yes. Bread and
You eat frozen?
I had a ton of frozen
every day?
food as
Well,
well.
like
Even
they
though
would just like microwave it. Like my mom would just microwave whatever frozen shit she
a real chef.
or throw it in the oven. Like she never actually made food.
Oh, damn.
Damn.
Well, I know, like, so I guess during the
Maybe-
summertime or even during school, my parents would work pretty late, so I'd be home by myself for a lot of the evening from like 2 until 8, and so I would have a lot of what is it, Stouffer's mac and cheese in the fridge, and I would just eat the crap out of that.
Stouffer's.
Yeah,
That
like
shit was so good. I love
my
that.
high school diet was like mozzarella sticks.
That's
Oh.
my middle school diet was chicken nuggets. So a lot of barbecue sauce, a lot of ketchup, and it was like dollar store chicken nuggets. So it wouldn't taste good unless you kind of burnt it.
Doesn't know how to like season.
Who doesn't know how to season? White
My
people.
mom
Oh,
legitimately doesn't know how to like season food.
that was expected.
how does she try to season it? Can you explain?
She puts like
Oh,
rocks
I don't
together.
know, but like the few times that I have had her cooking, it's just been like bad, like just straight up.
Wow,
But you
man,
don't see the
say that about
process
your
of her
mom.
trying.
She puts like skin flakes.
Does your dad cook?
My dad grills, and then like
As all white dads do.
he like grills it like too much in my opinion, and then just like tastes like
Classic Americano.
charcoal.
I love. Tanner says he doesn't like the burnt taste in
Well,
a burger.
okay, no, that burger was just too much. man.
It was
it's
too
just, like,
burnt.
you
That's what I
couldn't
was
taste
thinking.
anything else on that burger.
I was
But
like,
no,
there's
I
no
do
way
like a
Tanner
little
doesn't
bit.
like that.
I do like a little bit of
Char.
like a little grizzle, a little bit of char, a little bit of
Gristle
Yeah,
is like fat.
I know. I like the fat.
Ew.
I like to eat grizzly bear.
Ooh, Bear Grylls.
Bear
Is it legal to eat grizzly bear?
I know it's legal to eat some type of bear, but I don't know if it's grizzly. It could be grizzly.
Why have you thought about it? Have you thought about? Have you been hunting? Have you ever hunted before?
I've been once.
Ah,
It was in middle school, 6th grade, I think.
Mhm.
We went dove hunting, which so what it ended up
You
being.
just throw rice in the sky. and
I was like, why is it quotation marks?
So what it ended up being was I guess my friend in middle school, his dad like had a farm somewhere. I have no idea where. It was probably Plantation or Davy, to be honest.
Hey,
Um,
305.
It's not
And
305,
I guess
it's my
the day
t-
before
I
they
know.
were, like,
954.
and then we just pulled up in the truck, and like me and my friend went with our shotguns, and then like my dad and his dad like went on their own somewhere, and we ended up just like the plan was literally just walk around the field and wait for birds to come flying by.
Wow.
And
Did you
basically
get any?
only one bird flew by the whole day,
Mhm.
and my friend shot it out the sky.
Oh
Oh,
damn.
And then that was it. Like that's
was
as
it.
far as the hunting went. And then like we've all met up at the truck after like
Yeah, I was gonna ask, where did your dad and your friend's dad go?
They went and they went
they
to.
they were also walking around the field, I think. But like
Oh.
thinking back, like I don't like I can't even.
You
be
don't know
certain.
where
Like,
they went.
all I know, they might have went to like a bar and drank.
They could have
Like
been
I
doing
don't
other
remember
things.
seeing them in the
You could
field.
have Dick Cheney'd your friend, bro. You guys were out there by yourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just trusted you to not Dick Cheney each other.
Yeah.
And that's not anything gay for those people wondering. Dick Cheney.
Honestly, I don't know what this
Oh.
is.
Dick Cheney is when you shoot your friend in the face in the woods.
He didn't shoot a friend in the face, was it? He.
I mean-
the guy lived.
Oh, I thought he just
Oh,
straight
wait,
up shot him
you
in
can
the
get
face.
shot in the face and live.
Well,
that's true.
but this guy got shot. I think he got shot in like the torso
Uh-huh.
during a hunting
But,
event.
So, like a funny story about that hunting
of
trip
Thrones
is
style.
at the end of it. So we all meet up at the truck, and like as we're like counting the birds, which is literally just one dove,
Counting the bird.
Counting the bird.
one dove.
That was your math
as we're
lesson for the
standing
day.
there, my friend, overhead comes some like mallards, like
Mhm.
those really nice
Ducks.
looking, not those ugly ones we have in South Florida.
Yeah, those green-headed ones, or like
Yeah,
what
so
you
the
imagine a
green-headed
duck
ones,
should
the
look like.
brown feathers and shit.
Yeah.
Like a pack of those, a flock of those comes flying overhead. My friend's dad literally goes, "Oh shit!" grabs a shotgun and just pulls and knocks one out of the sky. And I mean, like, they were fucking way up in the sky.
Oh,
So this
wow.
shit comes down, the dog runs over, grabs it, brings it back, and my friend hands it to his son and goes, "Squeeze the duck." And when you squeeze the duck, the dead duck, it quacks.
Oh, what the fuck?
Oh my god.
Wait, I would not be ready for that if I was like little.
Yeah.
No, I was like, holy shit.
And
So they're just squeezing this dead duck and it's quacking.
as are they doing this as like a fun thing, or are they using it to attract the other ducks?
Oh no, we were done. The hunting day was over. This like unfortunate.
It makes the flock come back.
That's what I was
Like,
assuming.
My brother,
We can save him. We can save him.
I hear him. I hear him.
No, it was over.
And then when you kill more, you get more bait. You can have two people squeezing it at once, and then more herds start coming, and it's like a
It's an endless
production
cycle.
line.
you get more and more people, and then eventually you're all squeezing ducks.
It's like duck hunting, but capitalism version. The more you get, the more you get.
Yeah,
All right.
It's a pyramid scheme. It's a pyramid scheme.
But yeah, that's my one and probably my only ever hunting experience.
One and done.
You
Or
wouldn't
you
go
don't want
back?
to go again.
You
don't
wouldn't
want to
try it again?
It was boring as shit. I also have no desire to kill things like that.
come on, bro.
Like 90% of hunting is literally just waiting for something to come walking by.
I heard the same thing actually. I heard like
What
it's
if you
really
see a
awkward
human?
and but there's so much downtime. Yeah.
There's lots of downtime. Like you can literally go hunting for days and not get anything at all.
Oh my gosh.
How did our ancestors do
We
it?
should make an app to fix that.
Well, actually, so there's this
There's a duck nearby.
there was a thing that it was like an online kind of thing where this guy had set up a gun on a tripod that could be
geez.
remote controlled, and it had a camera attached to it, and so you could go online hunting where like
What if
from
a
your computer
freaking
screen.
human walked by.
Yeah, and it detects
Well-
it, and then you're just like, "Fuck it, dude." And you-
Well, so that drew a lot of controversy because like a lot of people argue that that's not real hunting and that it's fucked up because you're just setting this thing out in the middle of the woods and you don't have to like go through any of that.
I kind of feel that.
I
I
get
think
it.
it's fucked up too, though.
I get it, but I don't really care too much
It
about
should
it.
be illegal, right?
I don't. Yeah, I don't know if it's.
I hope.
I don't think they've created a law for automatic hunting.
Well, I mean, why don't you think that it's fucked up, Jason? Because I think that it's kind of.
Because as long as you use the animal for food, or like actually use the whole animal, I'm okay with it.
That seemed hard to keep track of.
Because,
Yeah,
but like I feel like
when you kill something, you only have like a few hours to like skin it and put it on ice and shit.
hmm So I mean, if this is just strictly for sport, no, I'm not. I'm not for it.
So you're not a fan of hunting as a sport?
A big game hunting? No, of course not. I feel like this is dumb. Like, what's the point in killing something if you're not gonna, if it's not for like food,
I
mainly
read
just
an
for food.
interesting thing.
What if
What
you-
are you talking about?
Oh, go
Like,
ahead.
wars. I saw this documentary. Like, there's a certain.
Oh, you cut out
I just
completely.
missed
short.
all of
You
that.
know, you're trying.
So infested, like, there's a lot of parts of the world or forests that are like, they have invasive boar species that are like
Mainly in
ruining the
Texas, yeah.
ecosystem.
Texas
So-
has
yeah,
a lot of
so,
that.
like,
I'm in Florida too.
so-
Oh,
and
you
they
can do that with
started, like,
anacondas.
Yeah, and they started paying a bunch of hunters like kill all these boars, and they killed a ton every day. Still like made a small dent. So, what if it was used for that?
No, I'd be okay with that too. Yeah,
There's actually this war in Australia.
a war.
That was like, it was like a bunch of hunters versus these. I think they
Ostriches.
were emus.
Yeah,
or
ostriches,
they were like these
emus.
birds.
It was the
And,
100 emu war.
Yeah,
That's a war, man.
and
versus
the emus
animal?
won, dude. The
Yeah,
emus.
the
The emus
emus-
won.
Oh, you're talking about the legitimate war. Like, there's a Wikipedia page.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh my
that's what I said.
Gosh, could you imagine like an emu commander with like a military hat on? He's like, and
They just overrun the base, pecking the shit out of people's eyes.
The emu war, the emu war of 1932.
Yeah.
1932. It's that long ago.
When we
Well, I'm
had
sure-
guns
I'm sure
and
if we had a
technology.
rematch.
Yeah, we
If we
had
had
a
a
rematch
rematch.
now. Bring it on, emus.
But what if the emus also advanced technologically and they like made like a nuclear bomb, an emu bomb?
An emu egg. It's an egg they like
Yeah,
bring in as
it's
like a
in the
Trojan
shape of
horse.
an emu egg. Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, I've seen this.
That must have been super embarrassing to like go back, like after you fucking lose to the birds, you're just like, what the fuck do you say to your supervisor or whatever?
Report to the president or leader of Australia. How would
The
they?
birds won. We have to leave.
I can't do an Australia. I can't do it. No, I'm trying to do it.
Brady,
How do you-
an
don't even
Australian
try.
accent?
I
Can you
can't.
do one, Troy?
I can't believe
No.
it. No, it's Scottish.
It's Scottish.
I can't believe it. No.
That's more Irish.
More Irish.
Wow, I had no idea that type of war happened. I'm gonna
Take
look
it
that up
to the
later.
Bobby.
I'm gonna write a
They like
sad
drought
song.
their days.
Shrimp on the barbie.
Shrimp on the Bobby.
Can you? This.
No, now you're going back to.
This is my Australian accent. No, I can't be doing this.
Wow.
Sounds like.
All your accents like just go straight to Irish.
Yeah, even if you start out on like correctly, you'll deviate naturally.
I have to like channel my inner like Steve Irwin. I'm trying to think of all those.
say like crikey.
Crikey, mate. There's fucking emus everywhere. Isn't it?
Yeah, that's better.
That was better.
It was
much
better,
better
but
than anything
I
done before.
don't like it. No,
Yeah.
Oh,
I
so
don't.
you're not a
I
fan.
don't like it. I don't like it.
You don't
So-
like Steve Irwin, bro? You're not a fan of Steve?
I'm
Irwin?
glad that Stingray got him.
That's fucked up, bro.
Jesus.
You take that back right now, bro.
God.
If I were that Stingray, I'd do it again.
It's fucked up, man.
I hope his children.
national
I hope
treasure.
his children come in by. I'll sting them too. I'll fuck them up.
Dang, how you gonna say that about his sweet son? His
Wait, they're all old enough. They're all at least 18. So I'm.
Yeah, his like son is actually like being.
They're all being him.
I think he was just on Ellen.
Oh my
Yeah, I saw that. That was cool.
Of fucking course, he's on Ellen.
And I saw him with like Kevin Hart on Jimmy Fallon?
Jimmy Neutron.
Jimmy Neutron. Yeah, that guy. But yeah. He was handing out like so many cool animals and Kevin Hart was not having it.
Of course not. Kevin Hart is no
A loving man.
a loving man, a loving comedic man who cheated on
Yes.
his girlfriend or wife. I think his wife.
I think wife, dude.
Yeah, it was his wife.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
Rip Kevin Hart. He was a funny man, but should have kept his dick to himself.
Yes.
True.
Yeah.
I think we can all learn something from Kevin Hart.
We can all learn
All
something
keep our dicks to ourselves.
Yes.
ourselves.
Don't ever give it to your friend or let someone else
Think-
borrow it.
We should all duct tape ours to our leg.
Oh, you're right.
I've
You're
done
right.
that before. It's not that pleasant.
Wait, why did you
What?
do that?
During my my female phase.
How was ripping it off?
I mean, it's easy if you try.
Another time.
Yeah. Okay.
No question about this female phase.
I'm just kidding. I didn't actually have a female phase.
It's not a phase, bro.
I don't
It's
know. That
still-
seemed pretty legit the way you said it.
Look at the way he looks.
It's like when you bring up the hypothetical question, guys. What if I was like gay? And then they laugh really hard, and you're like, hey,
What would you do if I sucked a dick?
Yeah.
I mean,
And then
what would you
know,
do?
you test
and
the
then they
waters.
start sucking your dick.
Yo, we could
Oh.
write a porno right now if you guys really want.
Yeah.
I don't think it'd be a profitable business venture. And
Yeah, let's just
I
do
don't.
it.
I think pornography could be very profitable if you do
It
it,
could
right.
be,
If you do it right.
I don't think we can do it right at this moment.
I mean,
So,
we have the
think we have
actors.
the personnel
we
to
have
make
the
it.
actors. We're all right here. If we can do, it doesn't have to be.
I mean, you know what? I gotta say, it's up to you and Troy because you're the only two that are geographically.
Listen, we could have
close
business
enough. So,
expenses.
mhm.
I'm just saying, if you and Troy want to be the pilots for this, you guys can go ahead. It's up to you and Troy.
All right, Troy,
But,
meet me in the bathroom in about 10 minutes.
All right.
You got,
I
got the
mean,
KY.
KY. The fuck? We're not amateurs here.
Oh, okay.
Have you ever
What's
used
your-
KY? KY is like if you like rub it together, it turns into like a.
Is it like jelly?
Yeah.
like a mucus.
Would not recommend.
That's all. It's
Oh,
yeah. After like so much friction, it turned into
I'd
a
say
glue.
it dries up pretty quick too.
Yeah, it turned into a glue. This is all based off other experiences. I'm still a virgin.
I'm wondering what they use when you do your prostate exam. Do they use
Petroleum.
just straight petroleum jelly?
Petroleum jelly. Yeah.
where does petroleum jelly come from?
Petroleum
And where does petroleum come from?
oil.
It's a byproduct.
Oh, okay.
Dinosaurs.
It is dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs. So you're getting
Wow.
dinosaur shoved
Dinosaur
up your ass.
your body. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my
You
kink.
can say you're part dinosaur.
I mean, you're not part.
Wow.
Just because you rub something
I'm
on
part
yourself doesn't.
dinosaur now, bro.
Yeah.
Your body absorbs the petroleum jelly that
Wait,
gets left
you
over.
had an exam?
Okay, no, I'm not yet.
Yeah, I
part
mean,
dinosaur,
have you
but
tried it
I
out?
will be soon.
He takes it back. Like, no, I haven't.
Wait,
I'm
how
not-
soon? I think your first one is supposed to be like 30 or 40.
Yeah, like late 30s.
I think it's 40.
Late 30s, early 40s.
What if I
I-
just choose to not do it?
I mean, then you risk the chances of a prostate cancer.
Oh man,
Yeah.
how can I reduce the chances of prostate cancer?
Finger your
Exams
butthole.
aside.
Finger your butthole once a year.
Like
regularly.
massage it?
Yeah, massage
Yeah.
your like anal cavity. You know how like there's a
Feel it for-
there's a clitoris
a beam.
inside your in a girl's
Uh-huh.
vagina. Imagine
Yeah, I've
the
read
same
about that.
thing
Yeah.
in an asshole.
clitoris inside your vagina.
In yeah,
What?
yeah,
Whoa.
Well, like 90% of the clit is actually like in the body.
yeah. Well, yeah,
Oh, wow.
but it's in the
Like,
same
the little
area.
part that sticks out is
Yeah.
not the whole thing.
Oh, obviously, but I'm just saying in an asshole there's the same thing, and you kind of just like flick that.
Mhm.
You just go.
And that will make me live longer.
Yes,
So flick your asshole.
flick your.
and It's a secret
not
to life.
not just the outside. Just don't flick your butt cheek or something.
You gotta go in there and flick.
Show us again, Tanner. How do you do it?
Just go.
Can you give a demonstration?
Yeah, like Spider-Man.
Oh
You gotta expand all your fingers inside there.
No, you,
no, these three.
you said like Spider-Man, so you just
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
because there's two that you have to press. So imagine like
Mm.
both sides of the butt cheek. You go inside and then you.
So that's what they mean by two in the pinky, and then
No,
Oh.
this is two in the pinky, one in the stinky.
oh, but in reality, you want two in the stinky and
Yes,
none in the pinky.
yeah, they kind of mess up the
Yeah.
the
They got
mnemonic
lots of
device
other
or
levels.
So
whatever.
lost in translation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
All in the stinky.
the Mesopotamians actually developed this method to prevent pancreatic cancer, not pancreatic, prostate
Oh, to
cancer.
develop it.
No,
It was-
yeah, but then
It was
lost in translation over the because Sumerian, the language of the Mesopotamians, is such a hard language to actually grasp
Yeah.
that the architects are the art.
That's close enough, man. You good?
Close enough.
The physiologists couldn't translate it.
Astronauts. I was gonna say lost in translation, just like the idea of right to bear arms.
Yes, that's very.
Oh.
I don't
You know,
Did
it's
we mention that
literally
last
bare
time?
arms hanging above your fireplace.
Yes,
Tonight.
I think Troy mentioned
Yeah.
it last time.
Yeah. Never forget lost
Honestly,
in
I just
translation.
forget everything that happens before the podcast that we do.
Uh-huh.
I just wipe everything else from my memory. I'm like, oh, I think we should talk about this. And I'm like, oh, wait, no, we already talked about that. Yeah. And it's only been 3 episodes or 4 episodes.
It's been a lot more than 3 episodes.
I think your last episode was 4.5 is
four-
what you titled it.
4.5.
Oh, we're still
I
young.
guess-
We're still young.
Yeah, and now's a good time to explain what our numbering is for these episodes.
Go
'cause-
ahead, Tanner. Tell us.
Go ahead, Tanner.
Okay, so
I'll leave it up to you. No,
every
go ahead,
Wednesday-
Brady. Tell us.
Yeah, honestly, I was really confused when I saw 4.5 because
Yeah,
Okay, so
because
Tanner,
we never made any. We never made any mention about it. So, every Wednesday.
0.5 there was.
Yeah. Okay. Well, actually, there's other 0.5s that we misnamed or didn't release. Okay. So
From now on.
every Wednesday we release an episode, and that's going to be a whole number. And then in between the week, so it could be Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday. We're gonna release another episode and call that the 0.5 episode. We don't know when we're gonna release it. It could be whenever we feel like it, but that'll be our 0.5 episode. But we'll always have an episode on Wednesday. And that'll be
Guaranteed.
our whole number of episodes. Yeah.
Guaranteed.
So for
So you
those of
guys
you
get
out
a-
there,
You get some consistency and some wild card.
So we
Yeah.
could go from episode 5 straight to 6 and then have a 6.5. Like we could just skip 5.5.
Yeah, well, okay,
if we
so-
did not do an impromptu, if we did not, then
Yeah.
5.5.
but I think our goal is to do an impromptu episode. And like going back to our previous episodes, one of those episodes, I can't remember which one
It was
is
3
3. It's supposed to be 3.5 or something like
or
that.
2.5. It would be 2.5.
2.5, something like that. And there's another episode that we didn't release that was 1.5. So
but going forward, it'll be a really consistent
Yes.
structure.
Yes.
going forward, just so
Some-
you guys know, every Wednesday we release a whole number episode,
Yeah.
and then sometime throughout that week we're gonna release another episode, but we won't tell you when.
That's right.
Let's go.
And we're also on Spotify if you want to check us out. It's About That Time podcast. Still trying to get it on iTunes. A lot harder than you think. And
Is
you
that
know,
right?
make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And Brady, you have anything to plug on your way out?
Oh, we at the end here.
No.
Oh,
No, we are.
you can add me on Snap, Brady FSU.
Hey.
Send
That's
your
it.
nudes to Brady.
Wait, is it a premium Snapchat where we have to like pay money?
Do you put out
it's
daily stories of you nude? Do we get any benefit out of
Only
adding
the
you?
premium, right?
If I get enough requests, sure.
But would you
Okay.
put it on your story though, or do you put it on?
Yeah, if I get enough requests for my story,
Uh huh. Uh huh.
I need 15 requests.
Oh,
Wow.
Get on it,
Okay,
people.
all right, guys. If we all work together, we can hit 15.
Well, we got to get all our viewers times 5 to reach this goal. So I want you guys, anybody out there listening, please
Share with
we
5 friends.
all want to see Brady's penis,
Yeah.
Yeah.
even though all three of us have already, right?
Yeah, we've already seen him. I'm
It's-
down to see it again. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah, I need a picture.
The more the merrier.
Because you know, like you can just forget it. Like you're in the moment, you're like, oh, I know what. And
You're
then-
enjoying it too much in that moment that you're just like,
Yeah, you ever just lay in bed and just try to imagine something to jerk off to?
I was actually
like
trying
Brady's
to think
penis.
Brady's
if
penis.
Actually,
you
what?
had-
Wait, what'd you say?
I was actually trying to think of if any of you had seen mine.
We're not joking
we
here.
have.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
not
we have.
joking.
You don't have to think of like.
We told you.
It's
You don't
just
have.
locker room talk.
It's
Yeah.
locker room talk, man.
Yeah, that's all it is. Yeah,
Hey, we see you in the shower, whether you know it or not.
yeah, and you see us, you know.
Don't
remember.
I walked through the leech the other day, through the locker, like room area for the first time, and I saw my first naked man in there the other day. and
You
I
saw
was
your
like-
first naked man?
And was
An
he old?
experience.
Was he old?
No, he was. I don't know. I didn't really like him that long.
Well, you didn't hold
I
eye
was
contact.
Like, oh shit, that's a naked guy. I'm like,
Ah.
Wow, you didn't hold eye contact or
I
anything.
looked away.
Mhm.
Damn, you didn't assert your dominance. You
Yeah,
should
but
have
if you
taken off
look
your
away,
clothes at the same
That's
time
like
and stand next to
admitting
him.
an uncomfortable or homosexual situation. You have to keep the eye contact and maintain alpha.
Yeah, become the alpha.
But we had never established eye contact.
Oh, but so you just
Oh.
walked by him, slapped him on the ass. Good game. And then,
Without looking in his eye, that's disrespectful.
yeah, slap ass.
Make sure to make eye contact next time.
Next time.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay.
Next time.
So it's about that time. Thank you very much for
joining us,
coming.
Brady.
We'll love to have you again, hopefully one day, but not anytime
One
soon.
Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
All right, thank you
everyone.
guys.
Have
Bye.
a good night.
About that time.